Evening, morning, afternoon, everybody out there on YouTube and Twitch, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you. I truly hope you're doing exceptionally well as usual. Thank you for tuning in, man. Whether you're watching this live or if you're watching this as a VOD later, I do appreciate it. Let me get my phone in Do Not Disturb. We're starting to get enough traction on all kinds of social media platforms that my phone doesn't stop going off. So I've got all of those silenced in a particular Do Not Disturb so I don't have to think about any of that while I'm focused on other things. It's been one of the best things I've done in a while, to be honest with you. So tonight we're going to be getting coached by a guy who reached out. I think it was right around the time I think Hottie did. Hottie and I took a while to get things scheduled. I swear, I can't remember who commented this, but someone literally said Gaming for Hope assembled the Overwatch Coach Avengers to help him get out of flats. And I think it was meant to be a roast, but it was really funny. I thought it was hilarious because I didn't do any of it. Like, I didn't ask any of them. What's odd is, like, each of them individually reached out and offered, and it was super nice. So of course it's mutually beneficial, right? It helps me, but it also boosts their content because for whatever reason I'm a controversial figure now, so there's that. What's up, Hopin? What's up, KT? Good to see you. Bro, your red color scheme is so fire. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I always forget that I do that, to be honest with you. But literally everything is red. For me, I just like red. It's my favorite color. What's up, Hell Knight? Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. They said I caught a 2 a.m. live stream. Let's go. 2 a.m. My friend, you're the one who I think commented on one of my recent things. And you said you're a console player, right? In like the EU top 500, I think that's right. If I'm remembering right, you may have to correct me, but super cool of you to hang out in the stream. All right, I'm gonna reach out to Toad here and let him know we're good whenever. Just waiting for the response back here. He's typing, or I assume he. Top 500 console. Dope. That's super cool. It's a grind, man. Top 500 and anything is difficult. So good for you. On all rolls or just which roll? Kind of washed. Yeah, whatever. Are we ready to win? Oh, we're ready to win for sure. We're getting everything kind of sorted right now. All right, I better call him. Cassian, what are you doing? Cleano, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, just hanging out, man. How are you?
Pretty good, yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Finally adjusting to these. My job that I accepted recently was, on paper, it was like a 9-hour day with a 30-minute lunch. They've ended up being closer to a 10.5-hour day with a 30-minute lunch. So, which is fine. That just means I get overtime.
Yeah, sounds like a lot.
It is a lot, but it's a good job, so it's worth putting up with. It's just a lot. Going from working for myself and working 60 to 80-hour weeks. I'm kind of used to the hours. It's just the job type without getting into it too much because it would give away where I work pretty reasonably. it is very physical and very much outside. So it is.
Yeah.
Going from one extreme to the other has been whiplash inducing.
Yeah, I bet it is. It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but it is what it is. So I guess you can introduce yourself however you want to. Let chat know who you are and all that fun jazz. I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so my name's Toad. I'm a 20-year-old tank player. I play tank for a college called Alvernia University that's located in Pennsylvania. Recently, there's a big collegiate tournament called NECC that has multiple divisions. So at the end of last semester, my team, we won both the regional and the nationals title for Division 3 NECC. So that's kind of like our big accomplishment that happened recently.
It's awesome.
I've been playing the game since Christmas 2016. So a couple months after the game came out, I got it on console. I was, had the pandemic hit at a pretty good time for me. I was in 9th grade going into high school, and then kind of just had like 9 months to do nothing but play the game. So I ended up hitting top 500 on console, and then I kind of just carried it over to PC. Found some opportunities in collegiate, and then now I'm kind of just here today, still trying to improve at the game. Try to play as much as I can, and just not really sure if it's going to be a path past college, but it helps. I get a scholarship, it helps me with my tuition, so can't really complain.
Yeah, that's totally fair, and I think that's such a wild thing these days too. Like, I and this is gonna date me. Of course, everybody knows at this point. I don't hide it. I'm 29. But back when I was your age, I, in an unironic way, like esports were still like taboo. Like it wasn't something that, number one, it wasn't accepted, and number two, you certainly didn't get paid for it. At least not in like a scholarly sense, Obviously there were people making money then from esports, but anyway, yeah, it's definitely wild. There's I've shared generally where I am, but I won't right now because of all the chaos. But basically, there's a university locally that's building an esports arena. Like, and it blew my mind when I found that out. I'm like, our city is not quite that big, is it? And then, come to find out, I'm like, oh, yeah, you got some plans. All right, that's cool. Because I literally got a hold of them because I've been talking about holding like a meetup, like a meet and greet kind of thing, like over a weekend sometime this year. And I've been looking for a venue, and I didn't know if it was going to be finished and if it would be ridiculously expensive or if they even rent it out. But I found something else that would work. But it was still like something I looked into. But I'll stop yapping about it anyway. Yeah, though that's super cool. Thank you for giving me a little, not just me, but like the chat as well, a little bit of a intro to you, so they know who you are and kind of where you're coming from. So chat, what we've been talking about, and we were just talking back and forth. I realized I don't know if we ever really did have a plan for how we were gonna do this until because I was messaging you. But we just knew we were gonna do it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you when we got here, so this is kind of what I expected.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So basically, where we landed, chat, is he's got a few things that he had some concepts he said he wrote down, and then he wanted to explain those, and I just kind of suggested we do that in a conversational way, and then after that we go in and I just do, essentially, I play the game, which allows you guys to actually watch me game as well. I find that VOD reviews on stream are not usually as like exciting for people, which is fair. So I think that number one, it'll allow me to still queue some, and number two, I think it'll allow me to implement whatever Toad kind of suggests and implements the tips and tricks, so to speak. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, whatever you've got, man. If you want to go over those points here, I'm gonna make some notes, so I don't lose track of things and kind of go from there.
Yeah, I wrote down a good amount of stuff. I don't think this is all stuff we're gonna be able to cover today, just because like A, time concerns, and B, I don't think it's really healthy to try to digest this much information at once. So
oh yeah, certainly.
I kind of have it in my brain, like what I think is the most important stuff I want to go over with you. So I'm sure. Actually, I'm not sure. I know for a fact that you've heard this 100 times. I see in your stream title that you have focusing on playing aggressive, right? That's going to be a lot what I'm going to talk to you about, just because I think it is probably the most important step where you're at in the game. So I think I want to try to maybe explain you in a different way that you haven't heard before, like why you should play aggressive, because it's really easy to just hear, like, play aggressive, play fast, but, like, I think understanding in your brain, like, the triggers that allow you to make a move and, go for plays is really important. So kind of I'm gonna try to talk to you like you're 5, and it's not because I'm trying to be disrespectful to you. Like this is what my coach at my college says to me. It's genuinely a lot easier to understand the game if you talk like you're talking to a 5-year-old. Just dumb it down as much as possible. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Overwatch team fights can kind of be broken down into turns almost, right? Like you're playing a turn-based game.
Uh-huh.
And what I want you to think about is like, when is it your turn? When are you allowed to play the game? When are you allowed to go make plays? And I think that's kind of the most important thing I want to focus on. So, everyone kind of has been telling you to play aggressive, but yeah, I think it's a lot easier to know when and why you can be aggressive. So, a couple examples that I'm going to focus on, especially when we're doing the live coaching, is like, if you get a really good cooldown trade, say, let's say their Ana's positioned a little bit farther up because she wants to go for an anti-nade on you, and she completely misses the anti-nade. Well, that's a cue where, okay, you can't get punished anymore by getting antied if you go for a play. So maybe that's, okay, now it's my turn, right? Or another example that happens a lot is of you and the enemy tank. You're both, kind of sitting there absorbing damage. If their tank takes a lot more damage than you, well, now they're going to have to kite, and now you can go for a play, right? So if you get a good health trade, that's another reason that you can go fast and play aggressive.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I have just general reasons here is like, if you get a good cooldown trade, that's an excuse for you to, walk forward and play aggressive if you get a good health trade. If you notice that the enemy backline is positioned too far forward, like if they're on Zenyatta and you see that, like, okay, if I'm on Ramatra, for example, and if I pop my Nemesis form, I can get within range of that guy within like a second, then that guy's probably staged up too forward and you can, play aggressive on that. And then also, another concept is like kind of tempo. If you want to play fast with ultimates, which is probably going to be a lot harder to organize in ranked, but maybe if you go back to scrimming, you can call for this a lot more. If you want to play really fast with an ult, that's an excuse to get aggressive really early in a team fight.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's really true. I remember when I was in the scrim environment, we talked about that a lot, like who's going first and being aggressive and planning your ults and all those kinds of things. Like they became quintessential to winning for sure.
Yeah, and if I'm ever going too fast or I'm like jumbling over my words, just tell me. My trouble here is like, I have the game knowledge. My trouble is getting like a digestible way to get the information to you. So if I'm
translating
going too fast or you have any questions or anything, just stop me, slow me down, let me know.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, I have tempo, I have turns. For tempo, like 90% of the time, obviously there's nuance and everything, but like most of the time, going first and playing really fast is kind of just overpowered. Especially in lower ranks, like in your rank games, if you just start playing really fast, you're going to see a big difference and games are going to get a lot easier. You might have noticed in your own rank games that a lot of team fights that you see, whichever team uses the first ultimate, they might just win 60% of the time, and that's not really a coincidence. It's just because even if everyone in the lobby doesn't really understand it or not really consciously like thinking about it, just whatever team goes fast with an ult has a big advantage, just you catch the enemy team off guard.
Yeah.
Another thing with tempo is setting up aggressively really allows you to play fast. So it's a lot harder to play fast if you have 5 people, stacked on the payload, opposed to like, you as the tank, you're positioned forward, you have like a hit scan on an angle, you have someone else on an angle, right? It's a lot easier to play fast. And then another thing is that even though I did say that like going fast is usually really good, there are certain comps and certain heroes that kind of want to play slow. So this is a advanced topic. I don't expect you to understand this now. I don't expect you to understand this in a couple months. This took me years to like really understand it and for it to come naturally to me. But sometimes you want to play second. Like for example, if you're on like Sigma, Zen, Ana, you don't really get much from running at the enemy team. It's a lot better if you kind of just stand there and shoot them. And
right.
I think this is probably one of the hardest concepts in Overwatch in general, but like being comfortable not making a move is also another thing that's really difficult. And it's really comp dependent, and it's going to take you so many repetitions and noticing little pieces here and there to kind of get down. I think the best way to describe it is it's like an algebra problem that has like 20 different variables in it. And like, I'm not going to expect you to know all 20 variables right now, but slowly you're going to start picking up on 1 to 2 different variables, and then eventually you're going to be able to make split-second decisions about tempo, and it's going to feel really good.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of like anything, like when you fully get a concept and you implement it, it completely changes the way you think. Like, even just as an example for me recently has been on Zarya. Like, the hero that I would say I know the best out of all of the tank heroes, Zarya is by far my one trick for sure in tank. And recently, when I got the coaching from Awkward, he talked about just the first 2 bubbles. Right, just like, what are they for? And I'm like, I didn't even really think about it. I'm like, well, I mean, taking space. He goes, no, you need to get charge. Nothing else matters until you have charge. Once you have charge, then the next bubbles you get, then you use bubbles to take and keep space. That's a lot of it. Of course, that's not necessarily how he put it, but once I implemented that and I felt like I was getting it very consistently, I was dominating lobbies, and it was very small, but it was a very micro thing, but it enabled me to play more aggressively, which, as we've discussed, it will be, I'm sure, brought up. And I think that's true. Like, whenever you get those concepts, especially like more nuanced ones that take time, like what you're discussing, it's once you get that adapted and you start implementing it, it's really a big deal.
Yeah, of course. And I think everyone learns differently, but I think especially on tank, just because it's such like a game sense heavy role, I think it's really important not to get discouraged with yourself. At least from what I found in my journey, trying to be the best player I can be, is that it's not like I wake up one morning and I'm just like, wow, like I understand this concept now. Right. By the time you understand the concept, you're not even going to realize it because it's just natural to you. So I think it's really hard to like measure your own improvement on tank. But I think it's really important just to not get discouraged over this whole thing, and to just, if you just keep on playing, one day you're going to realize that you were a lot better than you were a month ago, and, there's not really a way to force that realization. It's just going to come to you one day. So
right, you're going to hit it and you're like, oh, hey.
Yeah, improvement's not a consistent, like, upward trajectory. You're going to go up and down, but one day all these concepts are just going to come to you, and it's going to feel really good. So just don't get discouraged with anything, especially for tank, I think, really importantly.
Absolutely. I think that's really, really fair, and I think you have to look at it in the bigger picture, right? Like, you can't zoom in on right where you're at. You have to look at the bigger picture. And that's something that I learned very early on when I was getting frustrated, when I was getting out of gold. Like, I just basic stuff at that point. And I was getting frustrated with, like, why am I blowing up as soon as I walk around a corner? It's because now I look back at it, it's like, well, because you walked around the corner and kept walking. Like, you had no cooldowns and you kept walking on Zarya. Yeah, you got blown up. That's on you. And so, yeah, eventually you look back and you start realizing a lot of your mistakes a lot more easily. So that whole hindsight being 2020 thing. So
yeah, I find that being the most satisfying thing personally. Is like the other night I got really bored and I just went back to watch the VOD of the Nationals title I was talking about earlier, and even though that was me like end of April, like 2 months ago, not even. Like, I look back and I'm like, wow, like, that was really stupid, Right,
like, you can see your mistakes that you're making.
Yeah, and I think that's, like, the satisfying part of improvement, is that you're not going to see it when you're playing. You're going to see it when you look at gameplay from yourself a month ago and be like, wow, like, last month I felt like I was really good at the game, and now I'm looking back at this and I'm like, oh, wow, maybe I wasn't that good at the game, but I shouldn't, like, put myself down for that. I should just be like, you know what, maybe I was good at the game then, and now I'm just even better now,
Right. Good is relative to where you go. So
yeah,
totally fair.
I don't really have more that I want to go over, just because I don't want to overload you. I guess the last thing is I think the best way to implement this topic is kind of just me yelling at you in your ranked games. But there's like, I have an intuition in me that's kind of like fight or flight. As a tank player, I think it's really important. It's kind of for like, if someone on your team dies first in a team fight really early, a lot of the times you either want to make a split-second decision to either play really fast or kite away and try to survive, right? So the reason why, if you want to make a play, it has to be really fast is because just think about, let's say like a team fight's 20 seconds long. Think about how many cooldowns each team gets out in 20 seconds, right?
It's a lot.
If you're in a 4v5, the longer the fight goes on, the higher chance you have of losing, just because over time they're going to have more cooldowns, more everything, just because they have more players.
Right.
So something that I'm gonna try to get you to notice in your rank games is that if someone dies in a fight early, I want you to try to make a decision to either play really fast and like, you know, when I say really fast, I mean like sometimes my teammate will die when I'm walking through the first choke, and I will just use all my cooldowns and I will sprint at the enemy backline. And you know, if we lose, it's fine. You know, that team fight was already going downhill. But instead of, you know, slowly bleeding out over the next 30 seconds, I went for a play. I tried to turn the fight. But at the same time, you don't always want to do that. You know, if you're walking out of your spawn room and someone dies, you don't need to go in your life. You can just turn around.
Right.
That's also
Right.
another thing that's like the algebra, like 20 different variables. That's could be really frustrating at first, but it's kind of just another thing that you're gonna have to stick with and just try to. I think it's something that's a lot easier to see in VOD, but something that I kind of want you thinking about in the back of your mind while you play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally fair. So, well, thank you for sharing all that. I know obviously we've got that in the VOD now. It's there forever on the internet. So, so let me, I guess I'll share my my Overwatch with you so you can actually see things.
Sounds good.
I am cheap and don't pay for nitro, so I got 720p 30 for you.
I don't blame you. I would not pay for nitro either.
Yeah, I mean nitro eventually I'll probably have to. It's a write-off for me. I guess that's the one one advantage that I get.
That's a nice little cheat code, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all write-offs, everything I do. So yeah, I now that I'm working full-time, I don't have the time to like make my own thumbnails or edit my own videos, so I've hired people to do that, and that's all a write-off, and I forgot about that. All right.
It's nice that there's, you know, little, not like loop. I mean, it's not a loophole, but it's nice that there's, you know, things to kind of help small creators, you know.
Yeah, when you're quote a small business in air quotes, because I don't know if that's really a fair thing to call a content creator, but
no, I'd say so.
Yeah, I just think of like small business as like I hate the voting system. Have I talked to you? I mean, that's so. I'm triggered at the voting system. That is like the biggest L I've seen them take in a long time. Like just majority rules. Like I understand you don't want everybody playing the same 10 maps. If you didn't make the same 10 maps the best maps, it wouldn't be a problem.
No, that's fair. I feel similar to the map voting. Like I feel like with the hero bans where when it works in my favor, I love it. But as soon as a map that I don't want to play gets picked, I hate the system, and I hate it.
That's wild. I mean, fair, but wild.
I like the Winston ban. I ban Winston in all my ranked games. I can't play that hero. I'm so bad at him.
Well, I honestly, I only ban Winston here because it's watch point. I'm gonna play Zarya. That's just too really big a disadvantage.
No, I think I think it's a perfectly fine ban. I would do the same thing if I was trying to play Zarya on this map. So
yeah, for sure. Let's see if we get what we've had the last couple days, which is just stream snipers.
Oh, yeah,
that's wild.
That sounds
it was never a problem until like maybe a week ago. So yeah, it was wild. Bros working and streaming. Yeah, contrary to the internet's popular belief, I do have a job. I didn't at one point. I was very transparent about why, but it wasn't just to quit my job and play Overwatch. It was so funny when people said that. I was like, oh my lord. I loved how awkward put it too. Like there were a few things he said things that I wouldn't dare to say. And I just was like, dang, all right. I mean, at one point he was like, listen, I think some of you need to turn on your brains and think about this logically for a second. He is a father of 3 children and married. I'm fairly certain that where he's at in content right now, he's not paying the bills with it. So he's probably fairly logical that he has a job.
Yeah, no, you just have your magical money tree outside that
don't we all wish?
Salary, right? Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I can't say I've coached someone playing Zarya on Watchpoint before,
but I mean, fundamentally, it's all basically the same. Where are my sports? I have to back off already. That's unfortunate. Okay. Maybe not the best positioning. We'll see. Yeah, the high ground was not the right decision. I need to be right here. Where are my supports?
I think starting high ground and then dropping is fine. But I don't think this is awful either.
I just don't have LOS my sports, so I gotta play care.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get a little charge and just walk away, I think. What is... Oh, it's Venture. I was like, what is going on over here? Where's this Hanzo? I hear him. Oh, he's up here. Didn't I just get the knockup perk? Hello? There it goes. It was lagging. Hey, quit shooting me. Or keep shooting me. That's fine. Man. Bro is giving me all the charge. Oh, hey, they're pushing the cart. Okay, they got cleanse.
I would keep aggressing on their backline. You have grab here. You can honestly kill these people. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. See, that's the aggression we like.
I figured they would maybe stop the payload, but I guess I better go.
Yeah, for that fight, you can, like, they got a lot of car push, but I think that's fine. That's kind of a scenario where you can just focus on winning the fight and then kind of deal with the objective after, so.
Man, he is just feeding. What is...
Yeah, it's good that you recognize that that guy's not allowed to be there without dying.
Okay, I heard Hook. Probably just walking. I'm gonna walk in front of him. Am I dumb? Where did bro go? My headphones. Go ahead, shoot. Holy ultimates, we're just gonna go over here. Holy cow. This extra healing out. There we go.
Nice. Nice, good hold. You know, I can never complain about that. Only thing with that last fight is you didn't really get punished for it, but you just have to be really careful playing in the enemy team's Kitsune rush there, just because if they were better at focus firing, especially in higher ranks, the enemy team's gonna know, like, they're gonna know your bubbles. If you have no bubbles, they're gonna know, and they're gonna see that if you're standing in their Kitsune rush with no bubbles, especially with Roadhog, they would
just
be able
hook
to
me
pull you
in
up
and I
really
die.
fast. Yeah, that's the only thing there. But besides that, I mean, pretty good. You successfully noticed when people were kind of just split off by themselves and people were taking space that they weren't allowed to take, and you punished them. So yeah, pretty good hold.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That felt good considering I'm on Zarya at watch point. That's
yeah, I mean they won Roadhog, so you know any tank's up for grabs, I guess.
I guess. I mean, they came out on Orisa, so neither of us were playing high ground tanks. I wonder if they were planning on playing Winston and they got banned.
No, it could be possible. I mean, I don't think. Well, I guess no. Actually, I don't know. I don't really know.
It's
what,
live coaching,
heroes
Renai.
people necessarily like to play in the lower elos, but I feel like I'm kind of surprised. Well, actually, no, I'm not surprised in any good diva because you're on Zarya. So.
Yeah. And this is literally my second most played hero by a landslide. So. Why do I play Zarya? I think that she's just a really fun tank to play. She doesn't take space in the traditional sense. What are you doing right there? You should leave. Oh, they're on Reinhardt. Hey, they are very down. Oh, you're... Oh, I did not... Yeah, I didn't think about... Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
Wow, this is the most platinum thing we've seen in a while, huh?
Okay, the smallest, like, most micro tip I could have given you there was,
Don't stand in front of the Rhine.
Well, no, not that, but if you right-clicked the Reinhardt before falling off the map, you would have knocked him back and you would have gotten the kill credit and the ult charge there. But that's, like, the most minute thing ever. I don't, you know, that's not going to come up very often, so.
Okay, we're walking up here. Over this. Oh.
Nice. You just have to live now. As long as you don't die, it's pretty good. You have a pick. Oh, I don't think you're on. I got the memo, unfortunately, but oh no, you got the fun.
I have a lot of charge right now, which is a problem.
I think you can just play to force cart more.
Trying to.
Your team has the high ground. You just have to hopefully do something with it.
Yeah, that's just unlucky. We needed to do something faster, myself included. And Ryan is feeding right now, though. Oh, he's really feeding. Like, surely we can kill him right now.
Yeah, your whole team's kind of just sitting AFK on high ground, so I want you to try to be a little more proactive. I think just forcing cart low ground if no one's on it should be enough to get your team to start doing something.
Holy jeez! They still lose the fight. They just use 3 ultimates.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Can you hold tap for a second? Yeah. Okay. They don't have a defensive ult here, so you should be free to use grab pretty aggressively.
I really thought about solo grabbing him. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I wouldn't have hated it. Yeah. Yes.
Please,
perfect.
please, please. There we go. Oh, hey, here we go.
Oh, God, we just need to keep walking, keep walking. Nice. Yeah, pretty good game overall. I mean, I wasn't necessarily expecting Zarya on Gibraltar coming into this, but you know, it worked. The only thing is that on that attack, we did kind of get stuck pushing high ground for like 2 minutes, and we kind of just didn't do much.
Yeah, I kind of stood there AFK for a minute.
Yeah, I couldn't really... I don't know. I'm usually spamming tab when I play the game, so I'm kind of used to seeing the comps like 24/7. But I think they were on like a pretty pokey comp, and there's not much you can do on high ground. Cause you force them guys off the high ground, which is good, but then you guys kind of just stood there and didn't really do much of it yourself.
Right. We got the high ground, but then just said, now what?
Yeah, pretty much. Which I mean, that's fair. That happens sometimes. It's just if you notice that you're not really doing something, you can either force cart, you can try to walk at someone. Just Zarya especially is not really a character that likes to, you know, just like stand in the open. So.
No, definitely not. Oh my god.
Okay, will we get Li Zhang this time?
Watch one person vote for one of the other two, and that somehow gives it that. That would be crazy.
That happened to me there. Yeah, I had a Bastion one trick, and everyone voted Nepal. And then last second, they voted Shambali for some reason. We got Shambali, and then
like,
we lost because we have a Bastion one trick on Shambali.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, I was pretty upset after that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate the suggestion of hero pool, guys, but that's far from my biggest issue right now.
Yeah, I think having one to two tanks at this point is fine. I think it's really important to just climb at all, because like as soon as you start getting into better lobbies, you're just going to improve faster, and it's just kind of exponential from there. So, you know, if you have to one trick to get into better lobbies, then one trick to get into better lobbies, you know?
Sure. Just going to mirror this guy. This guy seems to be cooking.
The less you have to think about the micro of your own hero, the more you can think about the macro of tank, so.
Yeah, Runai, I'm just going to agree to disagree with you. I think that it really depends on how many hours a week you're playing the game. And if you're playing it for like 6 to 10 hours a week like I am right now, that's what I got, right? Having 3 to 4 tanks, in my experience, is just... it's too much for me to learn. It's way too much going on. But I do appreciate what you're saying, because I think on paper you're absolutely right. On paper, playing playing Zarya on Watch Point, I shouldn't have won, but here we were. Now, part of that was because he was just, freaking out and running in. Is he good, hon? Okay, he's good. I want to make sure.
I think 4 heroes is a good end goal.
Oh, 1000%. Yeah, I think that it'll be D.Va and Orisa will be my other 2, almost for sure.
Yeah, that's you basically have my hero pool, except I play Junker Queen over Zarya.
That's fair. I really do like D.Va and Orisa. Might be a red flag, but
they both give you a lot of options.
A lot of charge.
Nice, we play the stable now. Oh, Lucio wants it. Nice.
We love a inting Lucio. Didn't know that Frogger was back in this elo. Okay, maybe don't walk straight at them. Okay, points unlock.
With how low their Winston's health was there, that was
probably worth walking.
Yeah, with the health trade, that you could have probably just kept aggressing on them. Yeah, if this guy jumps out, you can chase. Yeah, you can chase.
Oh, somebody knows who I am. I just noticed that chat.
Nice, you got a cooldown. Nice.
Okay, so we only burst one of her bubbles. I don't have a bubble though. That's a problem.
I would play for your grab here. As soon as you get it, you can probably just throw it in this room. Oh.
Nope. We just let them win that fight and move on.
That's tough. Yeah, they got.
No, it was a good rush. That was just a good play. I'm with you, Soren. Yes, please keep giving me full charge. I will accept. Oh, no.
Yeah, keep walking, keep walking.
Oh, I am very separated.
Yeah, you went right and your team went left to point.
I didn't know they were going to rush the point. That was a weird choice in my mind. But hey, they got the point and got a little more percentage. I guess they made the right call. I kind of inted, though. I didn't have any kind of way to follow up on what I was doing there. She is now officially down 2 bubbles. Okay, where? I know I have a support somewhere. Okay, here we go. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to start playing health packs.
Yeah, we're getting stuck in this choke a lot. It's kind of hard because you're on double hit scan, but try to find an opportunity to walk out of this room. You guys are kind of just really stagnant right now.
Oh my goodness. Man. I had a lot of them really low. That was interesting. Yeah, this has been happening. It used to be every once in a while that I would get people who knew who I was, and now it's like, it seems like it's every game, and I have to wonder if they're stream sniping. Because my viewership is also like 5 times what it used to be in like the same last week, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, you might be the face of a mid-elo Overwatch now.
Maybe.
It's like queuing into Super, you know?
I guess so. How long do I stream? I'm on for another hour and 15 minutes, guys. This is still winnable, by the way, chat. I'm not at all discouraged. This is a very, very winnable game. Yeah, I should know that Lucio's trying to do something cheeky. Yep, like that. I cover. I'm a little inty here.
You can go into Dojo to your left.
Team should be able to cap point, I would think.
That was good. You saw the Lucio's out of position. You capitalized on their mistake, and then you were a little bit slow to get to cover. But you know, like I said, it's going to take a while to recognize these things. But that was pretty good.
What are you doing here, still, bud? Got 2 cooldowns for that. Fantastic.
Keep fighting this guy.
I was hoping to go help the team, but you're right. That's a good call. Okay, now I know. Now I know I'm inting, though. I should probably not be here anymore. Am I tripping? I swear I hear a Lucio. Oh. We just die there. I didn't act fast enough. I was getting too lost in making the right decision instead of just trying something.
Yeah, that would have been one of the opportunities there where I would have just ran at someone and tried to trade my life, get a kill on the way out, you know?
Yep. They have bead. Holy!
Kite, nice. If we can live and re-engage after, we're fine.
Nope, we just get another ult out. That works.
That's 4. That's fine.
4 ults. Jeez. And they just used Kitsune and Bob. They literally have nothing.
Yeah. It's good that you recognize that you didn't want to fight the...
No, it was time to... Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. My mate's staggering forever. I don't know.
Oh. Forgot there's no explosive damage on that for some reason.
No, it's played really aggressive with this. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Dude. Oh my goodness. I'm feeding. But I'm playing aggressive. I'm just playing wrong times, I think. Play Ryan. What a crazy statement.
Yeah, ignore that guy.
Yeah, I'm like, what a... That was bad bubble. It's okay. Oh, it kind of worked accidentally. So I'll take it.
Oh, nice.
Where are we? Holy cow. Curious about something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That answers that question.
I think a lot of the time you get kind of caught out in the middle of things just because you're contemplating, like you see something that you want to do and then you see something that you think your teammate wants to do, where like you see an opportunity to try to help your teammate, and I think it kind of slows down your decision making. I think you should start defaulting more towards just doing what you want to do.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Just doing it. Whatever that thing is, like, just doing it. And the other thing, like, I have like this perfectionist mindset, so I constantly slow myself down going, oh, well, what if I screw that up? Well, it doesn't matter, just try. Like,
that's
something that I have to work on.
Yeah, I had the exact same issue where I became so like self-conscious about if I was making the right decision that I became really indecisive, and the indecisiveness
was itself a bigger problem.
Yeah, the indecisiveness is worse than if you just committed to the wrong play, you know? So
please do not give me this horrible map.
Wait, which map are you saying is horrible?
Atlas.
The new one or Busan? Oh, I played it one time. It feels weird.
I do not like it. I've played it twice.
I don't like that every point's on low ground. Like,
yeah, it's surrounded by high ground.
Yeah, it feels really bad.
It's not fun. Maybe it's because you have to play it differently. Like, I keep thinking about that too, in the sense that, whoops, you kind of have to play. You have to clear the high ground, then take the point, which really is the right way you should be doing anyways. Winning the fight, then taking the point, generally. But, like, I don't know. I'm really not sure. It's just interesting. What made you switch to tank after peaking Masters 5 on support? So, okay, wait. Wow, both of my main heroes are banned. That's exciting. Okay, we play Orisa. That's wild. It's like that does not happen very often. It's not very common that you see Ramattra and Zarya banned in the same game for me. But we play Orisa. What's my official hero pool? Zarya Ram right now. They desperately need to bring 2CP back. Do you like hate everyone here?
Yeah, ban that person.
I feel like
chat forever.
You are perma ban. Don't actually ban him, Mods. don't actually ban him.
Okay. Orisa's like a little bit of my specialty, so I'm hoping I can get you some good advice here. The most important thing is that 99% of the time you want to use your cooldown, or you want to use your javelin spin before your fortify. Yep. Just because the way the cooldowns work is that if you use your javelin spin and then fortify, by the time the fortify is over, you should have a second javelin spin back up. So that's kind of just like your basic cooldown rotation. And then also, your javelin's on a really short cooldown. I throw that thing like every 6 seconds, and you know, if you get a pick, great. If you miss, you have it back in like 5 seconds. So yeah, don't be afraid just to, you know, you see a guy who can get one-shotted 1% of the time, you know, go for it. Why
Oh,
not?
I got blown up. I was not expecting to die that fast.
It was a good idea, using spin and then coming back to the corner. You just swung out a little bit too long. So
out to the far side. Yeah.
Yeah, using spin and then going back to the corner is a good fundamental, though.
Down there, Mercy.
Nice, the javelin. Alright, see, you just, you know, you played really aggressive, you kind of ran at them, and, you know, there wasn't really much indicator on your screen, but for the rest of your team, it makes it a lot easier for them to kill people when you just run and things like that. So we ended up running a team fight, which is nice. Nice. Keep walking. Keep walking. Nice. That's a good team fight right there.
I had to.
It's good recognition on when to keep playing aggressive and then when to turn back around. It's pretty good.
Oh wait, what? Where was that Mercy?
Oh, I think she's under. On point.
It's alright. That means Hazard. Whoa. That means I haven't. Where is my entire team? Did they 4-2 there? Oh my. I should have turned around and looked at that. I mean, I died because I didn't go back with them or at least be in their LOS. It's not their fault. That really blew my mind. I'm like, we really just 4v2'd? Like, what? Isn't the Fortify perk much better? I mean, it really just depends on what you're trying to do. I don't know that I don't think there's one that's just objectively better or worse. Okay.
Nice. Keep walking. Walk really hard here. Don't stop.
I knew she was going to try and res that.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's a really good fight for you guys to win there. Just a lot of ults came out, so.
Not sure what you're doing, bud.
This is good holding the space here. Just make sure we don't take too much damage before the fight starts.
I don't know why I thought he was over there. Yeah, we lose that fight because of that. That's alright. My bad. Not because of the spear not hitting the cast, but like my positioning and not walking back a little bit to try and help out. Almost to another ult. Oh, jeez. Holy crap. Where is this Hazard? Am I tripping? No, she's in Valk. I'm not sure why I tried to do that. Forgetting I have a charge spin or a charge spear. Gotta regroup here.
Bit tough. Okay, yeah. So they're on Symmetra now. The only real thing that can really kill you in their comp is Symmetra.
I think you just need to make sure that you're not getting stagnant in front of the Symmetra, and then you should be fine. On that point, you did have a fight there where they used Kitsune Rush, and you successfully made the decision not to fight in it, which is really good. And then also, you were playing your life pretty good as well. Just not dying. Nice, get the dragon on the Kiriko.
No, no. I didn't realize their beam was that far. It's alright, we have a bunch of ultimates here as long as we don't spend them all.
With your ult this fight, I want you to try to commit really hard onto someone. You can use your cooldowns to get on top of someone, and then you can keep fighting with your ult, because it gives you extra health and gets you your cooldowns back, right? 5 times your cooldowns.
What the?
You know, I mean, that that works.
Is that what you meant? I think that might have been what you were going for there.
I meant more, you can use your ult to kind of extend your cooldown rotation, right? So you can, it's kind of complicated to explain.
As like an additional gold in some ways.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, so you can spin, fortify, spin, use your ult, and then you have another spin, another fortify, you know, if you use it later in the fight. Oh, you can run at that guy. Nice, nice. Yep, now just make sure you don't get caught in the open. Just try to commit onto something. Yeah, you can do that on this Mercy. Nice. Find your next target, Symmetra.
Come on, keep... What? Oh. I was like, surely she dies here. Oh, how I missed the sitting still Kiriko? Let's not talk about it.
That's the hardest targets to hit when they stand still.
True.
I want you to run up their back line right now. Just behind you to cast. Nice. Good kill. Nice. Your comp is like really tanky, right? Like you have Cass, Bastion, Brig, Moira. their hazard's jumping in really early, and he can't really kill anything, because, I mean, like, look at your team, who's he gonna kill? So,
right.
When their hazard jumps in, I want that to be your trigger for when you can go aggressive and try to go into their backline, okay?
Fair. Wow, that's a lot of cooldowns. I thought they were going to be a little closer.
Nice, nice. Keep walking, keep walking.
Is this where it comes out? Oh, yeah. Where's their spawn?
Nice. You see how you just played really fast and they just, you know, they kind of just sat there and twiddled their thumbs and everyone just died. They didn't really know what to do.
Yeah. I'm just walking through damage for fun.
Nice. Walk really hard here. Walk really hard here.
Holy.
Wow. That's perfect. That's what I want from you all the time. You saw that guy was split. You ran at him, you weren't scared, you kept going, you kept going, you kept going, and then eventually you forced every cooldown from the enemy team and your DPS were able to find the picks and you're able to win the fight. That was a really good fight at the end there.
Thanks. I do appreciate it. That felt really good, that whole game.
Orisa might be your hero, who knows? Trying to gaslight you, make my job easier to keep playing Orisa.
Holy cow. Alright. You can keep going if you want to. I'm on for another hour, or you can hop off whenever. I don't care.
I'm good. I'm good to keep going if you are.
Okay, sweet. 45, you're smurfing on these cringe stream snipers. I don't think they're stream sniping. I don't think every game's that way, guys. There's just gonna be some. You hitting diamond tonight? I mean, I got an hour. If we win every game, maybe. Because I'd get a win streak, I think, at a certain point. Unironically, Orisa is your second best hero IMO. I appreciate it. Second best to which, though? I'm curious. It doesn't have to be Zarya, by the way, if you think it's someone else. I'm just curious. Ooh, I want Samoa. I really like Samoa. I know I may be like a weirdie there, but I love it.
Yeah, you might be the odd one out. I'm not
Nope.
gonna lie to you.
Just...
I don't really meet a lot of people that like Samoa that much. Oh, if you guess Samoa, it's gonna be really funny.
I would have cried laughing. It looked like it was going to for a minute.
I thought.
Isn't there a delayed queue thing you can put for the snipers in Overwatch? I don't know. I know there's a way to like delay my stream, but I don't really like doing that. It kind of removes the authenticity of engaging with my viewers, which admittedly is getting harder these days anyway, because there's like hundreds of you now, which is mind-blowing to me. Guys, like 3 weeks ago I was streaming for like 20 to 30 people, which I thought was freaking wild. And now here, look at us now, chat. Look at you now. Wow, we just really don't like DPS on this map. Jeez. No DPS allowed. What?
Oh, well, I guess we're playing remote.
Womp womp. Okay. Please don't let the fame get to you. Why would I let the fame get to me? That would be wild. In reality, though, I'd say the roles in the game don't really matter too much. Oh, you guys are having a conversation I'm missing out on. Game of Robe is the biggest Overwatch streamer soon? I doubt it. I doubt it. It'd be cool. Fame changes people. What do you see fame do? Because I think some people say fame changes people. But, like, as an example, and this may not be what you're saying, Renee, but there are people who will say, like, well, fame got to you, you don't read your chats anymore. Yeah, because there's literally hundreds of you. There's no way they'd never do anything else, right? Ego. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, no, that's not something I have to worry about. I do not. Ego is not a thing you will find in my chat. Even, I can get to top 500 tomorrow, which wouldn't happen. But, like, I could do that tomorrow, and I still wouldn't have an ego. I have too many people in my life that'll check me. Trust me. My wife being like the #1. She'd be like, excuse you. You forgot to take out the trash and you think you're all that in a bag of chips because you got good at a video game? What are you... what are you doing there? Yeah, I probably should have high ground there, but that's okay.
I want you to play really aggressive with your form here. They're down a pick. You can just walk at something. Yep. Be careful not to die, and yeah, see? Perfect. You walking there forced the hazard to jump out and put him in a bad position where he died, so it's really good.
And that was an overthrow. And kind of silly on a tracer, actually, now that I really think about it. Why am I backing off? Well, that's a big nade. Well, if only I could have capitalized on it. I don't have form. This was probably a bad decision.
Just live. No, that was actually really good. I mean, someone on your team died, and you just existing in their face didn't let them capitalize off of it, and you lived. So that's kind of all you had to do there. It was really good. Oh, you can kill that guy. Yep. Don't be afraid to ult this.
What? Tracer, what are we cooking?
Yeah, your Lucio doesn't stop the flip, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it's whatever.
100 hours of being coach, still plat, GG's. It's so Jover. It's so Jover. Washed and I never even left plat, right, chat? Oh. We used beat.
Yeah, no, that's... I mean, like, I'm not saying you should sit here and blame your ranked teammates, but that was a really good example of when I was telling you, like, when someone dies early, you should just go do something. That's exactly what I wanted from you. It's a little bit unfortunate that your Lucio misread it and beat it, but, you know, we're talking anyway, so it's not the worst thing ever, but that was good. Even though nothing happened there, you know, you died quickly, you did stagger, and you almost got a pick, so... Nice, good pick. Try to live now.
I can't really fall back. Just trying to. I knew if I walked away, I would just die. So I was gonna try and hold out for my form and walk away with that. But
yeah, no, I don't really hate what you did there. It's just you got form like 1 frame late. It's a little bit tough.
that's all right. We have 4 ultimates this fight.
Yeah, the main thing is when you see your DPS ulting, just make sure you play really aggressive with them.
Lucio, what are you doing, bud?
Nice. Yep, keep walking.
Where did this... Come on, guys, cap the point. This is not hard. There we go. And now they don't have a tracer for touch. Where is their hazard? I feel like he was alive in Miami, but he's not. I don't even think they can touch this. Yeah.
Nice. I think macro overall was really good there.
Thanks.
I think the decision making getting faster, which is the main thing. I mean, that's the hardest part to learn, so it's good to see improvement.
Thanks, homie. Yo, D. No, you have to understand the goal is to compete in that length of time. I'm always okay with failure. Failure is the only way you grow. If you always set your goals within what you know you can achieve, they're not actually goals. You have to set them well outside of what you actually want to achieve, and then if you fall short of your goal, you still land in a place that's really good for you. I just fed. My fault.
Right idea, you just have to be careful with when you use form out of spawn there, you just have to wait a second. I would typically just cancel the form earlier when you're walking out of spawn. Like use it for like 1 or 2 seconds for the speed boost, and like I'll tell you when to cancel it. I'd cancel it like on the corner that you're walking up to. But yeah. Right idea, but micro is a little bit off. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. I really like that you recognize that their hazard was killable there.
Yeah, he didn't have LOS to his supports or literally anything except us, so it just made sense to me in my brain.
Yeah, well, that's good, that's good.
Nope. That's mine now. I'm taking that with me. Oh, okay. He's down 1. Oh my. Yeah, that was just... went too far.
A little bit of a limit test, it's fine.
Yeah, limit testing. Yeah, that's what I did. Honey, that's super sweet of you to say. Thanks for the reminder. Gotta get back out here. No, I really thought we could kill him. No, block, 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 block. Dang it. Oh, I really thought we could kill him. That's my fault. I should have backed out sooner. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I just did not get the right targets there at all. Are we losing to an E-couple? What?
I think it's their DPS. His Mercy.
Yeah, they were in the last couple games too. I've just moved on. Thank you for all the follows, guys. I'm way behind on them, but I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to be ungrateful by any means.
Common purpose. Let's focus on that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Very winnable, just a close game, chat. Which just means that I can make a couple better decisions to win it, so. should have canceled form a little sooner.
Nice, to try to live on this corner if you can.
I walked out of the LOS of my supports. Good grip, actually. I don't have any cooldowns going on that. I need to back off. I can keep my homie alive here, bro. Okay, both their DPS are down. Okay, or not. We killed it. We killed something. Anything? Off angles.
It's your turn. They don't have a lot of cooldowns. Try to make something happen. Nice. Nice. Chase that Reaper down. Yeah, we've lost him already.
You better kill me here. Come on.
Yeah, I see you trying to focus down the Reaper after he uses Wraith, which is good. It's just, unfortunately, it's hard because he has a pocket and your teammates also just aren't looking at him, but it's the right idea. As soon as he has no Wraith, you know.
I need to kill
So
the Mercy first, and then we don't have that problem anymore.
Yeah, with your explosive slow, you can get on top of her.
Oh man, we are burning. What? Hello? Bro. Alright. Holy crap. Man. That's just my bad. I should have been looking at the right ones. We might be able to get there. Nah, we don't even recover that, even if we do get there. The teabag at the end is how you know they were. That's just unreal. It's okay. Still got to play the game. And I honestly feel like I played fine. It was very difficult to kill a double pocketed DPS who is very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard matchup to play into, especially with, like, I mean, I would have won Orisa. I think Orisa's really good into that, but Orisa was just banned, so it's a little bit unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have stayed Zar. It's Zar Ram for me, and then I would have gone Orisa at a third choice.
Yeah, even though, I mean, Zarya would have been really good there, too.
It's okay, so I want to look, because I'm actually really curious. On the enemy team, if we go to social, we go to last match, it was his Mercy in a group. In a group. Are they 5 stacking? They're in a 5 stack.
Wow.
And I'm getting queued against them.
Gotta love matchmaking.
That's ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's ridiculous. But hey, man, if it makes him feel better. Always got to ban Mercy. Yeah, I think from now on I'm going to have to. If we're going to be stream sniped by a Mercy pocketing the best DPS in the game, you know? We'll go Sarabasso. I really don't want to play Atlas. Please. Please don't make me do this again. Oh my god. I want to cry. No! Stop! They are stream sniping. They heard me say I don't want to. If it's the same team again... I swear.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
We need to know if it was them.
Select your hero.
Okay. You can take 5 stacks. I mean, if I focus, I could do it. That was a 3 and 2 stack, clearly. I mean, yeah, that's possible. banning Mercy. Zero hesitation. Freya. And I mean, I don't really care beyond that, to be honest. I'm good with whatever. Mercy players play with their duo. Yeah, I know. It's just gross. You mess with the shirt? Thanks, homie. I appreciate it. Big sleep token fan. I can't speak. It's not the same team. Thank God. Because I noticed his Mercy or whatever her whatever it was. I noticed that player in at least 2 of the games recently. So we play Zarya. And even if they were stream sniping, it's really not that big of a deal, chat. It's just frustrating. Because they get an advantage that I have to figure out how to work around, and it's difficult to do that when they're just watching everything you do from your POV. Why are you bigger than the game right now? Because I ate more Dominoes in between games. I don't think you needed to point out that I got more heavy, but that's okay. Thanks, man. No. Cringe dad jokes. Because I do that. I just switch scenes. I have a loading scene. How much you want to bet they come out on Ryan or Winston? Or Doom? Don't. Why are we shooting Doom block? Okay, that'll work. I will cap the point. Because no one else is down here. Now I'm up. Come on out of there. Where is bro going? Come on, quit charging the Doom. I didn't have the rest of that bubble to actually go in on that. Guys, quit shooting Doom block. Bit unnecessary, maybe.
I think that's perfectly fine.
Who do they nano? Oh.
Oh, the guy coming in 10 seconds later. Nice. It may not have felt like it, but like you kind of just hard carried that point. I really like that when their Doomfist went in, you didn't give up space. Even though you weren't really able to kill their backline, just you standing there in the middle made it so that the Doom couldn't get support, which is that he couldn't really do anything. And then you guys were kind of just... Neither team could do anything, but when you have a point, that's good, right? So that was really good how you just kept holding your space and didn't let the enemy backline walk it off. Make sure you play in your orbit. Nice. Nice. Another good team player. Nice. I like that you want to chase those kills. That's good.
I got a little confused about where that actually goes, I'm gonna be honest. Huh. I mean, their whole team is kind of inting right now, I'm not gonna lie. Run it down on Ryan? No. Ugh. Uh-oh. You know, I think we just try and get out if we can. We don't get out. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, a little bit unfortunate that we lost, but I was gonna say at the start of the fight, it feels like you're really just starting to play your own game more and not really worry about your teammates. And I mean, it feels a lot better on my end. I don't know if it feels better on your end, but
I do feel like I'm playing infinitely better than I have in a long time. I'm really excited about that.
You're playing with a lot of confidence, because you're just playing for yourself, and it's working really well.
Shooting the Doom Punch.
Nice. See, like, you just... I do not care what my teammates are doing. I see someone out of position, I want to kill them, and you win the fight. It's perfect.
Really spawn?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Am I
to you.
right?
I'm kind of learning the map with you right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We still got 97%. I don't know if we can get back to fight that, though. Do you think being live coach is helping you improve? I think that, like, a lot of it is just, yes, like, that's definitely helping, but it's also just a culmination of the big thing that I have to give a shout out to apply for is just the self-accountability. Because none of this coaching would have mattered if I wasn't holding myself accountable for my own mistakes. Bubbles. This is probably not the right time to walk in right now. Walk back. Oh, they got the point. Crap. It's alright, we can maybe clean this up. Where's this guy? Oh? Where is this next point? Could use some charge. That may not have actually been my best ultimate. I'm gonna get punched off the map. That was a bad ult. I should have realized my team was dead and couldn't follow it.
Yeah, it happens, but it's good to recognize the mistake.
What's up, Ben? Yeah, we don't walk in that room anymore.
Make sure we touch.
Not
Nice.
sure why.
Good recognition on just, you know, you don't have to slam your head into the wall. You don't have to fight the rally break in the small room, right? So it's good.
Getting booped into walls doesn't sound fun. Ben, do you know the Overwatch community as a whole? Do you expect them to chill and be nice? Okay, now I have one more bubble still. I'm okay. No longer okay. I'm gonna use cover. That's a good beat from them. I get in that.
Make sure you stay in orbit.
It's a high noon off to my side. Oh man. Goodness. That Lucio is up in my face. Guys, I don't mind you guys talking about coaching in the chat, but make sure that if you do decide to get coaching from someone, that you vet your coach. They at least need to know what they're talking about. They may not all know how to teach very well, but like, sweet. Oh, come on. He's literally feeding. What do you mean we gotta lock in? What do you mean we?
Yeah, if I saw my Moira telling me to lock in, I'd
Was
get a little tilted.
that our Moira? Oh. Maybe a scratch and sniff? Okay, what is that meme?
Okay, you know, this is... that's when you block that guy.
That's been in my comments for the last couple of days, and I genuinely do not understand what is going on. I don't know why I stayed in front of him. That was so stupid. Please stop shooting the brake. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Shoot the Cassidy that's killing you all. Oh, that's unfortunate. What's our problem? Oddly, I don't think that there is any one person on the team who is doing really well. It's actually really big for us. Okay. The cap point. We have a couple of ults coming. I just can't get. That was a ugly bubble there.
Make sure you don't get caught on the Doomfist too long.
Oh no.
Nice, that's nice.
We still have ult.
You could position pretty aggressively here. Yeah, this is fine. You can just sit at this choke and just try to... This sucks. I wish I could, like, mind control your Brig to go for a fast rally here, but unfortunately we can't. So let's just, you know, hope that she does. And
They
they
just
don't
don't touch.
Nice. Okay. First half of the game was really good. I wish I was better at this live coaching thing. I wish I could give you better answers. I'm not really sure why we started losing in the second half there. But if I wanted to replay, I could probably figure it out. But you know, at the end of the game, we won, so can't really complain, right?
This Brig was unironically playing really well. Am I 50-50? I feel like I'm just above 50-50 tonight. I'm curious. Yeah, I've been going back and forth. That's unfortunate. I mean, I was on a nasty loss streak there for a bit, so I mean, we're the pendulum swinging the other direction. It's a good thing. I got one more in me, I think.
Okay, sounds good. Let's make it a good one.
Thank you for all the follows on Twitch and the sub on YouTube there, guys. And I think, yeah, Phantom, thanks for gifting a sub over to Xena. Appreciate it so much, homie. Circuit? I don't want to play Atlas again.
Yeah, why is... I feel like they should make it so you can't play the same map twice in a row.
Yeah. Is he getting live coached right now? Yeah. That is correct. I'll ask again, now he will see trust. Top 3 sleep token songs in your opinion. Hashtag worship. I mean, I wouldn't call it worship music, but I would say Damocles, Caramel. Oh, and I'm forgetting it's the first song in Arcadia that I can't remember the name of the song of. It might even be Arcadia. I don't know. I have to look at the title. What is... Man, there's still a lot of avid Sombra haters out there. I get it, but also I don't. You know what? I'm not gonna partake. But no, those two. Sleep Token might be the worst artist out there. Okay. What? Okay. Can we not ban Zarya, chat? Why are we...
Oh.
That's okay. We play Ram here. I love
you know,
Alkaline, Rain, and Take Me Back to Eden. Oh, those are really good.
The higher up you get, the less Zarya gets banned. So, that's nice.
True. Sig angle? I mean, Sig's fine, but I don't play Sig that much now, so. It is literally Zar, Ram, and then at a worst case, I play Orisa because those two get banned. That's literally the only reason. Not worried about counter swapping, not worried about being swapped. I don't care. I'd rather play into it and learn from it. What other music do I like? I'm a heavy metal guy, like through and through. Heavy metal rock, I would say, is a really good blend. The two bands I've been obsessing with lately has been Sleep Token and Citizen Soldier. My favorite band of all time is a band called Wolves at the Gate. It is a very, very, very Christian heavy metal band, so it may not be everybody's cup of tea. I'm going to put that disclaimer out there, but I've seen them live. I've only gone to like 3 concerts in my entire life. They've been at 2 of them. So, I feel like I kind of want to hold closer and just get some early damage. Okay,
Yeah,
there
I think
was,
the first corner here is the best to hold. Just make sure you don't overswing and take too much damage on this corner. You can stall card for a really long time as long as you manage your cooldowns correctly.
Just don't want to be discorded right now. That's really what I'm trying to avoid. Because I know I'll get absolutely blown up if I am.
Nice.
Nope. Oh, yeah, that right there. The blowing up thing I was talking about, that's the one.
Yeah, you got Widow headshotted, discorded. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it just happens, man. I shouldn't have been that far out. use
Yeah, I
shield to
think
cut
for
ult
comp,
heals. No, you're absolutely right.
uh,
Except here's the
it-
problem: there's only one person you're cutting heals from.
Sure. Yeah, this will be a good lobby to try to focus on holding your corner.
Yeah, nope.
If you swing too much against their comp, it is going to damage you a lot.
Holy cow!
Nice, really good stuff.
Nice. Waiting for her to do her ulti. Yep. Oh my. Hey, on scope.
Nice. Their comp is really focused on just doing a lot of damage to you, and you can't really get aggressive very often, so the main thing is just making sure that you're alive.
I don't have Pop's ult yet, or the deal. Big, now I have a free ult. Maybe not as free as I'd like it to be. Oh my lord. I really thought that was gonna be free. Silly decision. I should have known better. Oh, who are we rezzing? Your EDPS? What? Why did we res the Hanzo? Our 6 and 5 Hanzo? We res that one. That's the one, guys. Yeah, I'm just standing here taking chip damage. I need to walk. So Rissa still got. Holy cow. Ow. Okay, we have an advantage. Uh-oh. That's actually crazy that I lived that. I'm gonna be honest with you. That should not be a thing. I was 125 HP just holding my arms up. Yeah, that DMs. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just getting... Holy crap. Okay. Dude, I can't do anything. If I stand on card, I die. If I walk around the corner, I die.
Yeah, Ramattra is pretty hard into that. I think you're noticing that, like, if you try to go for a play, you just take a lot of damage, and then you can't. and it's not even necessarily your fault. I mean, like, yeah, you're not hugging your corners as perfectly as you could, but I mean, that's just like, just based off the comp they're on, it's gonna be really hard for you to do anything. So I think the main thing I can tell you is I think you can get a lot more value out of your shields. There's a lot of time where you're using like 2 forms in a row with no shield in the middle, and like with the ram, like the typical ram cooldown rotation is like you start off with a shield to close space, and then by the time you use form and then form's over, you have another shield, right? So there's just a lot of times where I'm noticing that like you're recognizing that you're taking a lot of poke, which is good, but then you can just circumvent that by using your shield a little bit more often.
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, they only capped with 2 minutes. This is still winnable.
Yeah. I think Sig's really good at their comp if you want to try it. If not, then you can stick to the ram. But
I'll stick to the ram just because I'm really trying not to go too far with the hero pool stuff.
yeah, no, that's fair.
So. Shogatsu, that just means I have to play a little bit slower. I need to bait out Spear and Discord. And then walk.
Yep.
That's really it.
You can kind of play like Pseudo Sigma, where like a lot of the time you can just put down a shield and just shoot them. And like, a lot of their comp's value is from shooting you. So if you just don't die, it should, hopefully your DPS should be able to do something. Don't be afraid to like, actually just AFK. Just kind of sit on the corner with your shield and just shoot them, and like try to bait them into doing something. Yeah, like you can just sit behind card and just hide. Yeah.
How did that go over there? What the? Okay. Just misplaced a little bit there. Huh. Okay. Good night. Yeah, I thought I could get out. I shouldn't have staggered.
I mean, despite the fact that you're losing, you are playing this a lot better now. Understanding that you're kind of like the bait and just playing your life a lot more. It sucks that you're losing, even though you're doing the right thing, but you are doing the right thing, which is good.
I mean, losses happen. Nothing you can do about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's try. I haven't done high ground. Nice. There we go.
Nice. I want you to take high ground. I
was making sure we put 3 on as we cap if we get 3 on.
Yep. Yep, perfect. Yep, I mean, that's, if I was in a scrim, that's what I'd do. I'd tell my team to put 3 on, and then I'd stand right up here and just, you don't really have to fight up here, you just have to look scary and live, which is exactly what you're doing, so perfect. Nice. Wow. Oh, you know.
Sometimes your Cassidy just stands there.
Yeah, sometimes your DPS get clipped in front of you, but you know, that happens.
Whoops. Oh, this is, yep. I didn't realize the Orisa got behind me. I don't know how I didn't see the big walking horse, but my fault.
Happens. I think that's a better way to put it. Is your job in this comp is kind of, you just want to look scary. You know, if their backlines just threaten that you can walk on them, sometimes that's enough. You don't even have to walk on them, just, you know. You're a big threat level as long as you're alive, so just look scary. You don't actually have to do that much.
Your main source of healing is down wicked. Come on, guys, let's walk. What are we doing? Guys, oh my, oh my.
You really are getting the tank Circuit Royale experience right now.
Holy cow. How do I help my Cassidy here? I want to help the men. I need to walk him off the ledge. Come on, you guys.
Keep looking scary and just live. This is good.
Guys, I'm begging you. I, why are we blading now? Oh my goodness. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we don't even I just watched my Moira coalescence. Oh wait, we're C9ing them. Okay, it's like surely that doesn't work. Hey, our cast did something for a second.
Yeah, that's a frustrating game to end on. It's unfortunate.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna end on that one. I'm gonna play one more.
Okay, no, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, that was. I feel like I played okay. I just like, and I adapted, which is the thing that I'm really proud of on that one. I adapted to what was needed for their composition. Like, you know, just playing it slower. You called it out, and I played it slower. I'm really proud of that. I mean, we're literally walking in straight lines for a Widowmaker right now. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, the adaptation there is really good.
We go again. This 100% has to be the last one, though. I don't remember what I'm doing after stream. Your team is having a meltdown. Well, I mean, it happens, man. Okay. Hollywood? God, I want to play Blizzard World. You think Ram is legit unplayable in this map against that comp? I don't think it's unplayable. I don't think any hero is unplayable in Plat, guys. I don't think that's, you know what I mean? Why stay Ram? Because for those that don't know, and you may not know, like, just to be fair, it's not like I expect you guys to know everything, especially about what I do. The reason, so I'm playing Czar, Ram, that's it. The only reason I play anybody else is to when those two get banned. That's literally the only reason. Whatever I pick, I stay on. You are Plat? Yes. That's a very astute observation. Your powers of observation are serving you very well right now. Very proud of you. Probably make a command for it. Oh, as to like hero pool or something? That's not a bad idea. Are there any unplayables in Masters? I know nothing about Masters. I won't speak to it. Pog. We don't have a Zarya, man. That's exciting. I can play my main hero.
Welcome to Hollywood. Prepare your defenses.
It's not a bad idea, Viego.
Select your hero.
When did they add pick bans in Overwatch? Last season. Thanks, Seven. Appreciate it. Oh, I thought I did pick my hero. What's my peak on tank? Diamond 4. Your child will play Junker Queen. Nice. Yo, Derpy, can I get an ad? Do they think you're Derpy?
Maybe they think you're derpy. I don't know.
Here comes Randy Orton slithering in. Didn't realize his name. That's great.
Yeah, fortunately, I don't like playing the Reinhardt hero, so I don't think I can fill the derpy shoes.
Nah, dude. It is kind of funny that he was one of the first to reach out to Coach, and he plays my direct counter.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping to bait out a Widow shot there. That's unfortunate. Bubbles. They're down, so. Hey, what are you doing up here? I freaked out the Alari into using her shift. Oh no, we have a lever. Oh,
Oh, I just not cancel. That's really
it's alright.
unfortunate. Hopefully they reconnect.
Can't help my Ana. She went out of Mountain West, which is fine. I do that all the time. I get it. Nope.
Nice, good tracking.
I don't actually need a nap. As it turns out. No, come here. No, come here. Alright, I'll stop feeding. I'm sorry. Sleep dart. Oh. Guys. I meant to hit that on the ground? No. That was such a bad grab. I feel bad for that one. I was really trying to hit that on the ground to catch a Genji. I mean, I got a pick out of it, but I was making my best effort there. Unlucky. It's alright. We're still 4v5, so once it goes 3v5, I usually just quit. You don't, there's not much value. You can sometimes win a 4v5, but oh no. So how is it I have both my supports though and I'm not getting healing? Well, I feel like I'm in their LOS. Maybe I'm not. Would I want to get signed to an OWCS team or get into it with EFA Sid? I think grinding my way up is probably the way that I'll most realistically get there if I do. I don't think that any team is just going to pick up some random GM player who has like no tourney experience and be like, you know what, yeah, you'll do well in the OWCS. Yeah. Okay. I think the team is kind of checked out, I'm going to be honest. We're getting ran over by a Doomfist right now. I mean, why did they DC? That's so weird. It was right after the time, too. I'm fairly certain they waited. I want to go back and review that. I may actually report that. I think it was an intentional thing. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but I get a feeling one of the stream snipers was successful in their endeavor. Of course, now my bubbles are bad, too. Come on, guys. Oh, please. Oh, please. Gosh, this Doom is just running them over. So why are we on Zarya in the big 2-5? Zarya is a fine hero. I'm not sure why we're worried about it. Streamer mode doesn't really fix it. They can still figure out who you are. If they're watching the stream, they know. Oh, man. Don't get Lance perk. It's bugged and worse than Spotter. Spotter is not worse. Or not better. Like in any way. Unless you have a like a team that you can actually unless you get a team you can actually coordinate with, it's just not good. By the way, we leave now. We don't try that game.
Yeah.
Like once one more person leaves. Yeah, we consolation demotion for that one. I really do wonder if that was intentional. We're gonna find out together, chat. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to, but I want to find out. I'm curious.
I mean, I'm curious too.
Of an undecided match. Are you kidding me? I can't go look. I can go back in my VOD, but that's ridiculous. Just because we left the game, you can't look at it. Well, time to consult the VOD, I guess. What is the... I don't even know. What is the time you have to leave a game? Like the... I don't know how to phrase this, but like... There's a certain amount of time that if you leave in Overwatch, you have the game just resets. I don't remember how long it is. Overwatch, lever, reset. Lever penalties do not reset at the start. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. How do I look this up? You guys know what I'm talking about? They're still playing.
I think it has to do with like if they do damage or not. Like I think if you do damage and then DC, I think it doesn't cancel the game because like it thinks you're rage quitting or something.
Okay, we're gonna go back through the VOD. You think it's like 2:30? Wait, no. No, it's not that long. Like it's very short. It has to do with doing or taking damage, I think. Grok it? No, I don't use Twitter's AI. That's the time you have to come back. Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm asking, so that person left late enough into the game that it didn't automatically reset. And I've been in games where I had started fighting the enemy team, and because one of my players just never did anything, it automatically reset. They left its second team fight. So we lost the first fight, and they just okay. So they rage quit. It wasn't probably a intentional thing then. I'll move on. It's frustrating to say the least because I finally got Blat 1 back, and then we have that happen. But here's the thing too. I'll say this. I am really proud of how I played tonight. That last game, we were 4v5. What are you gonna do? There's not really much you can do. But I think overall I did way better tonight than I have ever, probably. I think that this week especially has been a huge improvement week. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how things unfold. But Toad, I gotta get out of here, man. Thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. I always tell my community it's one of the most valuable assets that any of us have, because we can't go out and make more time. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. And
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on. I hope you learned something. I hope
Oh, 100%. Yeah, just several of the things, like just the rotations of the Rams cooldowns in general was a really good call out, and even the Orisa, like the conscious effort of using spin before gold. That was one of my bad habits on Orisa, is that I tend to use gold first, and it makes perfect sense. Even I think it was I think Hottie called that out too. Actually, I'm trying to remember. It's either him or Derpy. But yeah. Anyway, well, that was that for me, man. I really appreciate your help, and I wish you the best of luck in the collegiate space. And yeah, keep me updated.
Yeah, thank you. I wish you the best of luck too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Bye. That was really kind. He was a really good dude. So. No, you won the first fight, and once you came back from the enemy stairs by the bar, they left going back to the car. Interesting. That's super unfortunate. Am I done playing? Yeah, I'm done for the night. Why the sleeve? You got injured? No, it's just it reduces friction when moving my mouse quickly. If a teammate leaves a competitive match within the first minute, the game will likely be canceled to avoid a disadvantage for the remaining players. If a teammate leaves after the first minute, there's a grace period of 2 minutes where they can rejoin the game without penalty. If the teammate doesn't rejoin, other players are generally free to leave without receiving leaver penalties, but they will still be counted as a loss for their rank. Yeah. And that doesn't happen all that often. It just sucked that it happened to be that one. It just is what it is. But if they take or do damage, the minute doesn't matter. It still doesn't reset. Okay. I'm sure you're right. Either way, I mean, it's unlucky. Like, that was just really unfortunate. But, that's part of why, win-loss rank, it can't be the definition of your success. And I keep looking at my gameplay, and I think I'm going to go watch tonight, especially. Is there one game you feel like there would be a really good one to go back and watch? Those of you that have been here. Because I think I'm going to do a VOD review, just off stream, for myself, if I have a few minutes tomorrow. And just kind of see what I could have done better. Is there one game you feel like I could have done better in? I know I could have done better in all of them, by the way. I'm not saying that it's only one game, but I do have time to figure this out really quick, and then I have to go. Lapnico, thanks so much for the follows. Guys, I haven't actually looked. Do you guys want to know? I haven't looked at my Twitch analytics for the month of June. I'm looking on my Mac. You guys can't see that. Let me figure out the Overwatch thing first. Game of Ropes, I'd be honored if we could do a Malga 1v1. I appreciate it. I don't play Malga, and I don't do 1v1s generally. Put his socials in chat. Oh, the guy that was coaching? The only one I have is his Discord, and I think maybe his X profile or Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Toad, if you're watching, shoot me your profile on Twitter, and I'll put it in the chat. I think that's a good call out. So in Overwatch, reduce friction. What does that mean when you're only moving a mouse? Brother, this is not complicated. You move your hand across cloth quickly. There's friction. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. What do you mean? That's not that. I mean, it's literally just the definition of kinetic energy. Y'all are weird. Anyway, thanks, Toad. I appreciate it. Toad is on the Twitch chat right now. He linked it to me on Discord, so I'm gonna grab his socials real quick. It looks like just his Okay. I see your other message as well, Toad. That's a good call out. Thank you. And by the way, D, I feel like you've been 90% of your comments have been relatively negative. If you want to be here, you're welcome to be here, but like, let's reduce it. There's no need to be so hypercritical of everything. I feel like you're not. I don't feel like you're trying to be. I just feel like you come across that way, and that's why I'm saying it. That's all. I wasn't here during most of your stream, but I would recommend what Awkward said and pick a game where you were mainly Zarya. It's not a bad idea. What games? I actually, Toad, I have to kind of go against what you said, because that's actually a really good point. That is the one thing that I was kind of encouraged to do. So a Zarya game. Did I lose the Zarya game tonight? I feel like I did. Yeah, I did. I lost. Oh, yeah, Lijiang. Lijiang Tower. Yeah, that was one that I could have done better in. 1000%. I got tank gapped. What's not to understand, friction hurts after a while. Yeah, exactly. I got to plat 5 and tank, but went downhill after I got bad teams who were trolling. It happens. Can't stay stuck on it. Yeah, I'll review Lijiang. You guys can too. Do you want the code? I'll put the code in the chats for you guys if you guys want to check it out. I don't care. Wait, what? It's all digits. I've never seen that before. I thought there was gonna be a letter in there. Why don't you play Diva? I mean, I do, but I don't play her right now. My focus is getting tank fundamentals down. Let me show you guys something really briefly. I really want you guys to understand like the level of gratitude that I have for this community, because it has been wild how much we've grown. I can't show you like TikTok or Instagram, but I can show you like the last little while. I'm just going to show you the month of June. And I think it'll give you, yeah, comparative information. Yeah, that's crazy. Looking forward to streams. I just subbed today and already learned a lot. Thanks, Hallway. I appreciate it. And honestly, huge shout out to Toad. He was a really, really, really cool person to hang out with for a bit, and he was very helpful. Maurice Stanfield out here full naming himself. Thank you for your follow, though. So I want to show you guys this. If we go to, where's my reaction button? Reaction. Okay, we'll move it to where you guys can actually see it. Okay. This is my Twitch analytics for the month of June. I'm like truly, I'm beyond blessed to say, like, I'll show you May by comparison because everything's up and you can see that, but the amount up is crazy. It's actually insane. If we look at the previous month, like, we've tripled revenue, we've tripled subs, we've like 6 times our follows, and our viewer count average is like almost 10x. It's insane. I've actually streamed less because I have this new job that I started this month too. So it's really crazy, like, seeing this, because, you know, you can kind of see, like, here I had a good raid, and then from here on, I've just had 100+ average viewers. Like, that's so insane, you guys. I'm very grateful. Here's YouTube, just for those that are curious. The text is kind of squished here, but let me see if I can... Oh yeah, this one I can expand out, so let me just do that. Yeah, had 110% more views, 161% more watch time, 194% increase in subscribers, and 97% more revenue this month than the previous month. And I'll tell you, literally just transparently, what we're doing with the revenue, we're literally going to be moving at some point, and we've got to register our van. We got a couple other things we need to do. And this month I made enough extra that we can actually pay ourselves after I've paid the thumbnail editor and video editor, and paid for the subscriptions and stuff, like, you know, things that I use for stream. So we'll be able to pay ourselves out a fair amount of money, more than I've been able to in a long time, just to help with that, man. And I'm not saying this to flex, like, it's really just to say thank you. I'm really grateful, this has been a wild ride this last little bit. It's really ironic, too. I have to laugh. It's really ironic that I start growing, like, exponentially right as I get a job. Although I don't know if I would have grown without getting the job. I think the job was actually needed. And I still think it's needed, by the way. It's not like all that is, like, now suddenly paying the bills. It's just, like, it's a huge amount of growth, man. I'm so thankful. So I appreciate you guys. D, I'm not saying... I said nothing about injuries. Now you're just literally inserting words into my mouth, man. I'm gonna keep it a complete stack with you. I'm not even gonna continue to acknowledge you. If you really think that's what I said, go back and watch the VOD. That's not what I said. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next week. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday will be competitive. Friday will be the quick play games with my patrons. I would love for you guys to at least be here to watch those. They're so fun to watch. And I end up playing a lot of off rolls, and we don't take it seriously. We just have a really good laugh. It's a good time. Hey, man, as a long-time watcher on TikTok, congrats. I know content creation is a hard road. It can be. There's a lot of growth coming from the recent exposure on other channels. I know these weren't fun subjects, but seems reasonable that it helped. Oh, 100% it helped. Oh, 100% it helped. It may even be the primary thing that kind of drove people here. I would go that far. But that doesn't make it, you know, necessarily negated either, which I don't think you're saying. But all right. Who do we have? Oh, you know what? Okay, guys, we're going to... Derpy. I love Derpy, but we got to raid my boy. Okay, this is one of my... I actually used to edit videos for this guy. That's how locked in we are as homies. Oops. Except I can't type his name. Awkward. This guy is so nice. I promise you guys want to... If you guys have a couple of bucks, you want to support somebody, this guy has got the most dope personality. Such a good dude. And he's got a righteous beard. I mean, what more could I ask for? So, if you're over on YouTube, I'm going to kill a stream. Thank you for watching.